INFJs, this is why you're still hurting. Hey, beautiful soul. If you're here, it's not by accident. You're an INFJ, one of the rarest and most deeply feeling personalities in the world. You carry immense emotional depth, empathy, and an innate drive to heal and help others. But somewhere along the way, that deep sensitivity has also exposed you to a lot of pain. Maybe you've been wondering lately, why am I still hurting even after all the work I've done on myself? Today, we're diving into the profound reasons why INFJs like you continue to hurt, even when you're doing everything right. We're going deep. We'll explore raw emotional realities, psychological insights, and, most importantly, share practical, heart-centered advice to help you start truly healing. So grab your favorite drink, find a cozy spot, and let's journey together. And remember, you're not broken. You're becoming. 1. You still believe that being good enough means being everything to everyone. Somewhere along the line, you learned a painful rule: love had to be earned. You became the helper, the fixer, the peacemaker, believing that if you were good enough, indispensable enough, people would stay, people would love you. Deep inside, many INFJs still carry that old survival mechanism, the need to be everything to everyone, even at the cost of their own well-being. Maybe you're the friend who always says yes, even when your body screams no. Maybe you're the sibling or child who never lets anyone down, even when your own life is in chaos. You wear invisible capes for others but neglect your own needs. Begin practicing selective energy investment. You are not here to rescue the world, and trying to do so will only bleed you dry. Create a priority circle, a handful of people who have proven through actions, not just words, that they value and respect you. These are the ones who deserve your extraordinary care. And remember, saying no doesn't make you bad or selfish. Saying no is a radical, sacred act of self-love. 2. You're ignoring your own needs in favor of external harmony. For the INFJ, external disharmony feels like internal warfare. When conflict arises, you often feel an overwhelming urge to smooth it over, even if that means abandoning your own needs, silencing your voice, or pretending you're okay when you're not. But the truth is, every time you suppress your truth for the sake of peace, a part of you fractures inside. Maybe you agreed to plans you had no energy for because you didn't want to disappoint anyone. Maybe you nodded along in a conversation where every fiber of your being disagreed, just to avoid confrontation. Over time, these small betrayals of self pile up, leaving a quiet but relentless ache inside you. Reframe conflict. Healthy conflict isn't a threat, it's a necessary step toward true connection and understanding. Start tiny, voice a small opinion where you would normally stay silent. Practice honoring your no as much as your yes. Begin by validating your own feelings internally, reminding yourself that your needs, wants, and emotions are just as worthy as anyone else's. 3. You haven't healed from betrayals that cut you to the core. When INFJs trust, they do so completely, heart, soul, and spirit. So when betrayal comes, it's not just a bad experience. It feels like a sacred contract was violated. Betrayals don't just break your heart, they shake your faith in humanity itself. Maybe you finally opened up about your dreams, your wounds, your authentic self, only for that person to mock you, belittle you, or abandon you when you needed them most. The memory lingers, creating invisible walls around your heart. Stop seeking closure from those who caused the wound. Their acknowledgement, apology, or regret may never come, and waiting for it only prolongs your pain. Begin writing your own closure, journaling unsent letters, having symbolic goodbye rituals, or simply declaring internally, I release you. I reclaim my peace. Forgiveness isn't about excusing the betrayal, it's about freeing yourself from the chains it placed on your spirit. 4. You're still living according to someone else's definition of success. Deep down, you always knew you were different. While others chase status, wealth, or accolades, your heart craves something deeper: purpose, connection, impact. But somewhere along the way, you absorbed society's message that success meant a certain title, income, or image. And even when you achieve those things, they feel hollow, like winning a game you never wanted to play. Maybe you pursued the safe job because it made your parents proud, Climb the corporate ladder because it was expected, only to find yourself feeling numb, lost, and disconnected from your true calling. It's time to redefine success on your terms. Create a soul success list. Recall and write down moments when you felt most alive, aligned, and fulfilled. Use those moments, not external applause, as your new yardstick. True success isn't about how the world measures you. It's about how aligned you feel with your deepest values and passions. 5. You're expecting others to love you the way you love them. You love with a depth and loyalty few people can even comprehend. And subconsciously, you expect, or at least hope, others will mirror that back. Maybe you went out of your way for someone, remembering tiny details about their life, supporting them through thick and thin, only to realize they wouldn't do the same for you. Release others from unspoken contracts. Love freely, but without the expectation that others will match you exactly. Look instead for reciprocal energy, not identical gestures. Protect your heart without closing it. 6. You're carrying emotional baggage that was never yours to begin with. From a young age, many INFJs pick up on the emotions of those around them, parents, friends, even strangers. You didn't just notice people's emotions, you absorbed them, like a sponge soaking up every heartbreak, fear, and disappointment in the room. Without realizing it, you became a silent carrier of burdens that were never yours. Over time, that emotional weight built up quietly, leaving you feeling heavy, exhausted, and emotionally bruised, without a clear reason why. Think about that friend who always came to you to vent about their toxic relationship. They'd leave feeling lighter, empowered even, and you'd walk away feeling strangely sad, drained, and burdened, even though it wasn't your relationship, your pain, or your problem to solve. Build emotional filters, not walls. Techniques like daily grounding, protective visualizations, such as imagining yourself surrounded by a golden shield, and practicing mindfulness can help you stay rooted in your own energy field instead of getting entangled in others. 7. You're still fighting parts of yourself you think are too much or not enough. Society often tells INFJs they're too sensitive, too intense, too deep. Over time, you might have internalized that narrative, believing your authentic self is somehow flawed. Maybe you've apologized for crying at a movie, for asking deep questions, for caring too much about issues others dismiss. Radical self-acceptance is your path forward. Your depth is not a flaw, it's a superpower. Affirm daily, I am not too much. I am exactly enough. Surround yourself with people who see your light and cherish it. INFJ, you're not hurting because you're weak. You're hurting because you've lived bravely, loved deeply, and carried more than your fair share. But healing, real healing, starts when you begin choosing yourself. Start setting boundaries. Start living for your definition of success. Start speaking your truth, even when your voice shakes. You are not too sensitive. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are a miracle, rare, powerful, necessary. If this resonated with you, I invite you to comment below. Today, I choose myself. Let's build a community where INFJs support, uplift, and remind each other that our hearts are our greatest strength. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more deep, healing conversations just for you. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve to come home to yourself. And I'm honored to walk alongside you on that journey. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.